Пьянета, ты lo fai.
И не успокоить мыслями. Душа халенда, кашишься жаном. Замечу, как целует губы.
Ретро-ФМ. Казахстан.
Феличита. Ретро-ФМде.
Баршаға бақыт тілейміз.
Достар, дәл қазір Алматыда сағат.
От 48 тенге. Каждый четвертый день размещения в подарок. Звоните прямо сейчас и расскажите о вашем бизнесе аудитории Радио НС в Астане. Телефон WhatsApp 8 700 3 800 900. 8 700 3 800 900.
МС радиосында жарнама. Астанадағы телефон 8-701 994 1177.
Но я прощаю.
Алайда жүрегімен сен көріп.
За краем света жаль.
Жорған қолдатып, сені көргімде бара жатыр.
At the pictograms for the individual sports, they kind of follow the color design elements as well. They're very cool looking for audio here, obviously, but get a look at those. They're really cool looking.
And the torch, the medal, the anthem for the Asian Winter Games have enjoyed a lot of specific designs that go into these sort of items that represent the games. So one thing that I find really interesting is a flame is generated, and what do you guys think about these special designs?
Yeah, I heard that the flame for this year's Asian Winter Games was collected using an ice lens. So this practice of using sunlight remains the same for the Asian Winter Games. The use of ice to ignite the flame is truly unique. And the water used to create the ice is sourced from the Songhua River, which runs through the Harbin as well. And also by harnessing the power of sunlight and capturing the flame of the Asian Winter Games, it symbolizes the athletes' passion for ice and snow, and also their spirit for unity and collaboration, and of course their pursuit for excellence during the games.
The design of the torch torch as well. It takes the form of a blossoming lilac. We just heard that that's the city's flower.
Right.
And then it integrates colors such as China red and lilac purple and snow white, the color, not the character, I assume. The outer shell of it resembles a flower, the lilac, and then it transitions from transparent ice crystal to this snow white, and then the inner core, it transitions from the China red to the lilac purple. It's really beautiful. When it's lit, the torch presents this effect of ice and fire merging together, and it highlights the radiant energy of winter sports that springs from challenge and passion. And the overall torch design itself incorporates some international aesthetic features too, while blending some classic and modern Chinese art. Really well done.
Yeah, and you mentioned the medals for the Asian Winter Games this year. It's actually titled Spirit of Speed for the medals, and the front of the medals combines the streamlined shape of a racetrack with the emblem of the 9th Asian Winter Games, capturing the powerful and graceful motion of athletes in action. And this design embodies the strength and beauty of competitive sports, and the flowing curves of the racetrack incorporates the silhouette, yeah, exactly, of the Harbin Grand Theater, reflecting the city's unique aesthetics. So we see that the elements of Harbin is really infiltrated into every piece of the designs this year.
Yeah, that's really wonderful. And there's so many people behind the scene putting so much design effort and reminding everyone, and also, of course, the athletes, if you're so lucky to get one of these medals, and when you go home and then years later look at the souvenir, everything will remind you of Harbin and your experience here. And what about some of these new themes that have been flagged as, some really great designs for this event? We actually, in recent years, for every major winter big sporting event, we hear sustainability. We hear, these green,
eco-friendly.
These kind of themes. And this year, I think it continues to be something that the organizers have put into their operation.
They have, They're going to be putting into use venues with 100% green electricity. This is the first time in the event's history. So you're right that they made a point of that, and they're doing that very well. All venues will use existing facilities. What that means is there's no new construction there. The Vice Chairman and Secretary General of the organizing committee introduced that all the ice events will utilize venues that were already there, and renovations have been conducted on things like refrigeration and dehumidification and lighting and heating and networking systems and all the things that need to work together to make sure that the facilities are working very well. It was on their radar, and they're accomplishing it. The opening ceremony itself, which is, I think we're just maybe hours away from that, that's going to be divided into main segments, including the ceremony, some artistic performances, and the lighting of the torch. That's always an exciting part of the games. And they're putting it into 3 chapters, upper, middle, and lower. And they're going to be emphasizing human emotions, and it will also make extensive use of domestic artificial intelligence models, of course, augmented reality, and other technological means too. So you've got the eco-friendly, the green side, but then you've got the high-tech aspect coming.
And Steve mentioned just now that this is the first time in history that 100% green electricity will be guaranteed during this year's Asian Winter Games. And I looked just a little bit into what it means for 100% green electricity. That green energy, that's as explained by the head of the Environmental Protection Task Force, the organizing committee, is actually sourced from wind and solar power that will be consistently supplying to the venues throughout the whole games. For example, there's this Heilongjiang Ice Training Center that's designated for athletes' preparations for speed skating, short track speed skating, and figure skating events during the games. And Wu Xiang, the chief engineer of this center, introduced that they have replaced gasoline-powered ice resurfacing machines with electric alternatives, thereby further improving the environmental sustainability of this venue. So that's how they're doing it to achieve 100% green electricity.
菲奥的专外卖箱里铺了小垫子，坐在里面时，小小的他时不时露出脑袋，顶着箱盖，好奇地观察外面的风景。
一开始吧，还是比较心酸的吧，并不是说带着孩子送外卖很辛苦啊，很累。说实话，他还没有几杯奶茶重的那个时候，主要是这样的眼光，一开始还是挺愧疚的，觉得人家的小孩都跟着爷爷奶奶几个人